Right. So, I tell you what, man. There must be a group of grown men out there that are terrified of attractive women, are terrified of the boobs. Over here, Game Characters AI posts, it could have been so much better. Janet Cage is one of the ugliest female designs in gaming ever. It didn't need to be though. That's correct, right? A lot of people have sort of brought up the idea that why didn't they simply just have like a Cassie Cage there instead, right? But then he says she's supposed to resemble Johnny Cage, and the picture you fix sadly doesn't capture his essence. Yes, but Janet doesn't capture it either. Simply her doing Johnny Cage's special moves doesn't mean that it's capturing the essence of Johnny Cage or wearing the clothes. Johnny Cage is a Chad. Johnny Cage is a superstar. Johnny Cage is like, you know, like this kick-ass, you know, alpha Chad type dude. So you got to have the opposite side of that, right? You got to have the opposite side of that in the female form. You got to have some sexy, just hot Hollywood actress, right? And clearly, as you can see, the one on the right seems to work. TQT says looks like shit. You made it worse. Yeah, listen, something's wrong. Right? Something is seriously wrong, right? Where like a bunch of, you know, what have I done to my chair? Have I done something to my chair? No. It's a little bit stiff. Something's going on with these guys, right? There's a lot of words to say you don't interact with women in real life. Are you telling me that that is a normal woman? It's not actually. That's not a normal woman at all. That's like a woman that goes to the gym 8 days a week, lives there, sleeps there, takes steroids, all sorts of stuff. That is not normal, not to mention the fact that it looks like a dude. If you took, listen, if you took that and you went 20 years ago, 30 years ago, right, or whatever, or to any sort of like normal male, they are always going to pick the one on the right. Always. It's without, it's not even a guess, right? Unless you're of the other persuasion, you're always going to choose the one on the right. Okay? Completely agree. Absolutely hideous. Your edit makes her look a billion times better. This looks so much better. Thank you for keeping women hot in gaming. Your version looks horrible. I think it's weird that everyone has to look like a movie star to appeal to you in a fighting game. No, it's that sex sells. And considering the dudes can look like Chads and have their shirts off and showing all sorts of stuff, and somehow the only way that we can even get slightly close to that is to masculinizing the shit out of a woman. It's disgusting and gross. How'd you manage to make the design worse? When porn addicts play video games. Oh, I love that one. I love that one. I always find it. What the hell's wrong with my chair? Something's like funny. I must have messed the setting up, right? Because it's there we go. That's a bit better, right? It's always interesting how just because you want to have attractive women in a video game, somehow you're a porn addict. And yet these are the same sorts of people that are probably addicted to porn 24/7. that are like constantly like swooning and drooling and jacking off. I guess women can do that too. Over like ships of characters and all sorts of stuff, right? Janet Cage does not have the essence of Johnny Cage. Janet Cage looks like a shitty man cosplayer, right? Who was allowed her 5 minutes of something. This wouldn't be an issue if you stopped jerking off to video game women. Well, please, by all means, stop going to Pornhub. I guarantee you, by the way, if Mr. Musk came out and banned all porn off of Twitter, it'd be these people that would be crying. Just remember that. For a quality of life improvement, maybe find a relationship with a real human. Is this your idea of a real human? Is it? A chick that looks like a bloke? Are you stoned? What's the matter with you? This is the reason why all of these comments here, this is precisely the reason why Mortal Kombat is in the shitter. Because it has been hijacked by a very small subset of people that absolutely hate the idea of attractive women, of sexy women. There is absolutely nothing wrong with the chick on the right hand side. Nothing. If you change, like if you make her brassiere more Johnny Cage like, and obviously the pants to match, what's wrong with that? Right? What's wrong with that? Don't talk to me about essence. You probably lick up your own essence. Right? Like what is wrong with these people? She doesn't look like Johnny Cage. This bitch don't look like Johnny Cage either. Right? It's one of them they-thems. Do you know what I'm saying? That is not attractive. If this was the last woman on earth, I'd find some mud and have sex with that. Right? Because I would prefer to have sex with Mother Earth than this motherfucker. Right? Now that's not the best part. The best part is Mr. Crypt, who is a massive Mortal Kombat fan, right, decided to post, this is the most virgin shit I've seen all day. Guaranteed most of these people have probably not touched a woman either. And if they have, your mother doesn't count. Right? Sex sells. Go outside and talk to a real woman, please. Yes. Because apparently real women are not allowed to look like that. That's what they're saying. Let me rephrase that. Mediocrity Combat 1, right, is the reason it is in the state that it is. Apart from the fact that we've already exposed that Sweet Baby Incorporated is involved heavily with the design and structure of this entire game from the ground up, and probably previous stuff as well, right? But the fact that you guys out there think it's disgusting and terrible that we can't have attractive women in the game, and you don't say shit about the dudes being made to look like Chads. I don't see no overweight dude in the Mortal Kombat lineup. You think Bo Ritro's coming back? No, they even gave him a sex swap, right? That's Mrs. Bo now. You ain't got no middle-aged dad bod? Nah. No. They're all full of the muscles from Brussels, square jaws, half naked, some of them. God, we even got Johnny Cage and Van Damme running around these, like, you know, these little tidy whitey type things, or whatever you want to call them, budgie smugglers. All right. It's not an unpopular opinion. Right. It looks like she's actually capable of kicking someone's ass. Explain to me then why all the chicks in Mortal Kombat 1 are wearing high heels. What do you think this is, a fucking Marvel movie? Where chicks can just run out in a set of high heels and doing flip kicks and all that sort of crap? Oh, that's right. Let me stop you right there. We got to suspend disbelief. This is a fictional universe. Of course they're going to be able to do that. Yes, absolutely. That's right. Of course they can do that. Which is the reason why it doesn't make any sense whatsoever for you to have some standards in a fictional fighting game where you're literally tearing each other apart and then, you know, going, oh my god, no, boobs is too far. That's a touch much. What the hell's wrong with people? Right. Oh, so it's a virgin thing. Interesting, yeah. Mortal Kombat 1 is dying? Oh, dude has to be an incel. When it comes to a real fight, most women would be dolled up. Won't be dolled up. Facts. Come here. Listen here, Cupcake. Alright. This is a fictional fighting game. Fictional. And not only that, Tekken 8 disproves that entirely. Okay? Tekken 8 has some really attractive women in it who are kicking ass, who are wearing all sorts of manner and stuff. In fact, you can change what they're wearing. So it doesn't even matter. The argument doesn't even matter whether or not, oh, this wouldn't be suitable for a fight because, you know, in the real world. Dude, if I lived in the real world of Mortal Kombat, I'd find a way to leave it. You understand? I don't be running around the world where people literally can just walk up and, you know, take the old head off. What are you talking about? Oh, but everyone's an incel. Everyone's a virgin. Remember how I told you about people that defend anything with the dragon logo on the side of the tin? Actually, lazy insults with no substance. Yeah, that's right. I see a lot of insults from people like this. Right? Typical lefty type behavior. Right? Oh, you don't like what I like? Oh, well, you're a piece of shit. I'm going to let you know about it. And we're simply saying, hey, listen, why can't we have this? Listen, I tell you what, sex sells no matter what anyone says. You can hate it all you like, and you can do that by not buying it. But the reality is, though, sex sells because sexy sells. Right? Just because someone wants a female character that looks remotely feminine, well done. They do look feminine. You're just a weirdo who needs to actually go out and meet some girls. Okay, so yeah, insults again. I know that sounds scary for you, but I assure you it's worth the effort. But what about me? I'm older than all these people probably put together. Some of them. I've dabbled with women. I have my own children. Right? I ain't no damn virgin. And I want a chick that's walking onto the fight stage that looks like her children aren't ever going to starve. Is that alright? Is that okay? Can I say that? It doesn't mean that I'm some sort of great, you know, perverted freak or anything like that. It's a fighting game. For the same reason I don't want Liu Kang being wheeled out in a wheelchair with a beer cut. It's fantasy. Oh, I just gave Nether on the next idea. Yeah, I'd take the blow-up doll easily. Like 100%. 100%, bro. Are you kidding me? No man that is straight, and some gay actually, I think, would look at those two women and go, gee whiz. Who would I like to, you know, do the horizontal mamba with? Do I want to look down and go, is this a gym bro? Or do I want to look down and see someone that looks feminine, sexy, sultry, etc.? It's not about porn. I guarantee you most of these people are addicted to porn. That's why they're calling people out. Usually people are accusing others of what they do themselves. Right? But that's the dumbest. That is the... I only like it so I can save it so I can make video. You know that. That's the dumbest shit. Right? They're just the stupidest take. Right? I mean... Like, no offense, and I'm all for it because I got shit myself. But, you know, like, you might want to not say some of that shit, pal. And then, like, post screenshots of you wearing shirts that are never going to get you laid ever. I'm just saying. Right, like, you got to be careful. Okay? You got to be careful what you throw out there, right? Just because, you know, just because people find something attractive and they want things to return to what they used to be, I don't think that's a bad thing. Yeah? I don't think that's a bad thing. Anyway, guys, leave it there. Let me know what you think. Catch you next time.